Hello! So today I had my last COVID test before I get to leave quarantine. I went ahead and recorded some of it in case there was anyone who is interested in what COVID testing looks like here in South Korea, because it is different than at home in the States. They are more strict and more protective of their population, obviously, from foreigners coming in and bringing COVID. So as long as I'm negative for this test, I get to leave on Monday with the rest of the EPIK teachers and head to orientation. This was our testing location over by Seoul City Hall. Here you can see there are two lines. Both were quite long. This is what it looked like inside the tent once you finally made it in. Here begins the waiting game. This is the first window that you come to for the registration. Here I gave them my passport and they logged all of my legal information into the system. 감사합니다. Here someone checks your passport and your test tube and just makes sure that all of the information is accurate. 감사합니다. Now it's time for the second window, which is the COVID test. It is a nasal swab and you have to pull down your mask to show your nose. 감사합니다. Now I have to deposit my test into a hole in the wall where the techs are waiting for them to test. As you can see, I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to put it, and I just made a lucky guess and put it in the right spot.
That one was worse than the last one,
right?
But still not like as bad as it could be.
It's usually less bad than I think it'll be.
Yeah. Also, guys, say hi.
My dad will be seeing this.
So all in all, testing lasted probably about 45 minutes. Waiting was most of that, waiting in line. There were a lot of us and there were two separate lines. Testing itself only took about 4 minutes to get the full process done, including getting the passport checked and depositing your test. My first test, the wait was about the same. It was at a different location, but I didn't even register that the test was done until she said go, telling me that it was time for me to leave. She did it so quickly that I didn't even register the pain until I was walking away from her. And again, it wasn't painful, it just felt uncomfortable. This time she said 3 seconds, and it was 3 seconds, and I knew she was in there for 3 seconds. Still could have been a lot worse based off of stories that I've heard. Some of them have sounded really bad, but I also have a high tolerance for pain, so that might also probably be it as well. So South Korea's quarantine restrictions have dropped since I booked my plane tickets. It was 10 days when I bought my flight. I would have to be in mandatory quarantine before I could go out. But now it's only 7. But because I had already booked my flight, I went ahead and just quarantined for the 10 days with EPIK. So I will be here until the 21st instead of leaving tomorrow, the day after my COVID test. I leave on Monday, the 21st. It'll be the night of the 20th. Back home because of the time zone difference. So stay tuned, there'll be more coming. Bye.